the time when it was safe outside and no one had to die. Where is the world we could believe in? Do we even, do we want to see it? Let's go back, let's get back to love. Let's take the future by the hand, take it back where every man could dream together. Let's go back, let's get back to love. Let's take the future by the hand, take it back where every man could live together. Let's go back.
Thank you for Hey Lenny, how are you doing? Thanks for joining me. Guys, you know the drill. Heart me up, share this out. Hey Latasha, what's up? Hey Caramel. Hey on the go hands. Hey Brandon, finally in. Yeah, Periscope was acting up. Like, I don't know what was going on. I was all set up and it just like crashed on me. I'm like, yo, what's going on? I'm good. I'm good. I'm like excited. Um, I'm gonna have to let you guys in on a little secret. I am a little nervous. Nerves is catching. I know it's a long time. Nerves is kind of getting me. But you know what? I'm good. I'm excited. You know what? It's like when I get here, I'm in my vibe. So let me actually just transfer. We're not even gonna let this thing go down to 0 seconds. Hey guys, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you, Lainey. I really do appreciate 2 shots of vodka first thing in the morning. Really, Rudy? Do you think that's gonna work? And neither can I. Neither can I. You know what the funny thing is? I'm actually let you guys in. I'm like going to be sharing all my secrets today. I actually put on a little lipstick. Like you can't really see it. Hey Siobhan, what's up? And I put on a little bit of, and I put on a little bit of, what else did I do? Eyeliner, so. Hey, Manny, what's up? My cousin's on. Hey, Danielle, thank you for joining. My Perry Boo friend is on. So yeah, so I did like a whole bunch of little this thing that I normally don't do. But you know what? I figured I'd try something different. So, guys, do me a favor, share this out. Let me do the rundown like I normally do every Saturday. You guys, for those who are just joining me, welcome. This is Yasmin. Thank you, thank you. My name is Yasmin. I am the host of Streaming with Yaz. Okay, I bring in guests to come and talk to you guys about how to reinvent yourself, redesign your lives, and just basically live better, right? Okay, cool. Um, I started out as a parent lifestylist, which is hence my background with kids and stuff. But I've kind of evolved. So this is actually a really, really great discussion for me personally, and I'm really, really looking forward to talking about this because um, I this time last year I was doing something different, and now I'm doing something new. Now I almost a year ago from Periscope just started Periscoping, and now I'm interviewing the actress Miss Kim Philly Coles. Like I'm so psyched, and she's mad cool, and just we're gonna have a great time. So let me do this. I'm going to take a commercial break. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going to take a quick commercial break, okay? And you guys just enjoy. So hold on 1 sec. Hey guys, I'm sorry. Apparently OBS does not want me to be great. So let me try. So sorry about that, guys. Okay, so apparently we're hearing now, right? Yeah, so apparently OBS does not want me to be great, right? Okay, had a really great promo. I'll show it to you guys later. You'll get to see it. It's about Mario and the Never Settle Club. Let me check and see if Miss Kim Coles is ready. And you know what? We're going to just start a little bit early if that's okay with you. Is that okay with you to start a little bit early? You let me know. Give me a thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Okay, so if you guys are ready to start a little bit early on this, give me some emojis. But first, before we even do this, okay, I need you guys to share this out. I need you guys to heart this up, okay? Because this person I'm about to bring to you is absolutely amazing, okay? And we don't have enough people in here. So, yes, bring some more people in here. Yeah.
What do I need to do to get some more people?
You can share it out. If you go into Periscope, I'm talking right now, I have you on, so they'll hear you.
Go to Periscope.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and just share it out. Okay, so I'm going to bring Miss Kim Coles on right now, and we're just going to get more people in here. And then
How do I share it? Can I share it within the app?
Yes, you sure can.
I haven't been on Periscope in so long, I've forgotten.
Yeah. There she is. She's on. She is sharing out. She's getting people on here, right? Yay! So yeah, we had to call some star power in here to get more people in here because. And while you're doing that, you know what I'm gonna do? Hey, Alicia, what's up? They're saying that they love you, Kim. Heart, 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 heart.
Giving the love back.
She loves you guys too. So right while we're doing this, before we're starting an interview, I need everybody to invite your followers. Bring your people in here. I'm going to do the same thing. Okay? Share this out. Thank you, Yolanda, and Live in Peace for inviting your followers. I'm going to just shout people out. Thank you, Carmel, for inviting your followers. Jewel Martin, hey, what's up, lady? Invite your followers, please. Danielle wants to know if your offer is still good. Jewel, thank you for inviting your followers. Alicia, thank you for sharing on Facebook. Jewel, thank you for tweeting on Twitter. Jewel, thank you for inviting your followers. They said you're looking fine.
Thank you.
Yes, please wake people up. Hey, what's up, Jewel? I'm so excited that you're on. You have everything on me. Well, yeah. Well, whatever you guys got to do, bring these people in here. Tawana, thank you for inviting your followers, sharing these people out. You know what? I'm so psyched. You know, Kim, I was telling people before you got on today that, you know, I was like a little nervous. Like, I know we've talked back and forth and stuff, but I was like a little nervous. I'm like, okay, what's going on?
To talk to me, little old me?
Oh, please. Oh, my gosh. Are you kidding me? I mean, we've had the conversation when we first talked, and you know, so I got it all out. But I was like, oh, I'm sitting here, and I'm like, oh, I am a little nervous. So, yes, bring these people in here.
You know, they're saying morning, yes, like, I want to relate to you, and I haven't been on Periscope in so long, and I forgot how quickly it moves and how amazing it is. And somebody's like, I'm nervous, LOL. I love it. Okay.
I know. So listen, guys. Are we ready? If you're ready, give me some emojis. And while you're doing that, remember, share this out, okay? And I don't think I can do it on my phone like this, but I will try. I will definitely try. Okay? If you guys are ready, yes, let me see some emojis. Let's see these emojis. Let's see these emojis. I am so psyched. So in a minute, I don't know if you guys, for those, while we're killing some time, let me just tell you a really quick story. So yesterday I was doing a scope train, right? And for some reason, people always seem to get me to rap, right? And I'm like, I keep telling them that all black people don't rap. Okay, I don't know how to rap, but I do it, right? And so I ended up making up a song, and it actually came out pretty good. It was kind of silly, but it was good. So maybe later on, I will do a little dance, right? Oh, wait. Oh, wait a minute. Oh,
yeah, he's from Brooklyn. I can't rap. I
That's
can't rap, but I can do like this. I can do like this.
Oh, wait. So wait, if you guys want to see me rap and then Miss Kim Coles be my backup dancer, please put some emojis up. Hey, what's up, sweet black tea? Thank you for joining me. Put some emojis up. Kim, we may have to do a little performance. Are you ready?
Okay, I'm with it. I'm with it. All right, I'm going to share again. Can I share? While we're talking, I may share another.
That's fine. Please do.
Hilarious.
Okay, so wait. I don't think I see enough emojis first, though. Like, I don't think, I have to sound like like a DJ or something. They're not ready. If
you guys are ready.
They're not ready.
Hold on. I'm going to post everywhere.
If you guys are not ready, if you're ready, you're ready? No, I didn't do Facebook Live because I did not want to jinx it. I was going to do Facebook Live, but I didn't. Okay?
I wish, you know what? How quickly can I set mine up?
You know what? Go ahead, you do it. Okay, so while she's doing that, I'm going to rap for you guys. Or I'll put mine.
Okay.
Let me find. Oh, you know what? I'm going to play. If you guys are ready to hear pep rally.
Oh my God! How am I going to do that?
Are you ready? I'm going to be the DJ. I love this. You ready? You guys are gonna be the death of me, right? I'm gonna let you know that.
I would stream on my own page. Is that okay?
Yeah. Please do. Okay, hold on. I'm setting this guys up for you guys. Okay.
It's too much pressure.
I know, right? Can you hear that? And see if Missy Elliott, where are they from? Can you guys hear that? Let me know if you can hear it okay.
How they do where you from? Sticking out your tongue, girl, but you know you're too young. But you girls do it and the shit look fun. That's how they do where we from. You know it don't start till 1. That's how they do it where they from. I'm so faded, no exaggeration. Back breaking like a percolation. Boys to the yard for some hip spanking. Way I make it drop down like an animation. Take it, them chairs faking. Y'all still sleep, I stay awakened. The brand new dance for the hood to make it. Make it don't move fast, make you think you're drinking. Head to the flow, don't collect that dough. You better huddle up, cause it's so cold. Pop that cock and reload. This another hit, I got an ace in the hole. Boys on my back, player, did you pick that? You got a small stack, player, you can keep that. I'm a big Mac, make you wanna eat that. Like, yak it to the yak. Junk in the trunk, make it pumps in the bump. Girls running around, make it sticking out the tongue. The dance that you're doing is dumb. How they do where you from? Sticking out the tongue, girl, but you know you're too young. A bunch of girls do it and the shit look fun.
Okay, guys.
That's how they do where we from. You know it don't start till 1.
We're going to get this party started.
Okay, give me just a second. I gotta do some
Coffee for this? Well, you know what? We don't have coffee, but I know you guys can listen to me. Share this out.
I gotta turn my phone. How do you turn your phone? Okay. Way too early for me.
I know. Let's get some more people in here.
Start it and then I'll just be turning
No
off.
problem. Okay. So we're ready to start. Now. You guys continue to share this out while we talk. Okay, let me pause this for you guys.
Oh, it's about to be on.
It is about to be on. If you guys are ready, thank you. Thank you.
Turn live. Okay, hold on. I'm just trying to get
No
the rest
problem.
of my
Thank you
pillow.
guys for hanging out with me and hanging out with Miss Kim Coles. We're ready. Y'all ain't ready. Y'all not ready. Y'all not ready for this.
I'm not ready.
That was awesome. Thank you. You know what? So, I tell people oftentimes, the importance of doing live streaming. And I know there are a lot of people out here who are kind of hesitant about doing this live streaming stuff. But the beauty of doing live streaming is that you get to create your own platform. And had I never created my show, I would never have been on the air with Miss Kim Coles. So how are you doing, Miss Kim Coles? I know it's early in the morning. Thank you for joining me.
All right, so hold on.
Sure.
Okay, can I do an intro over on Facebook Live?
You can do an intro right here. Go ahead, do your intro.
Hold on.
She is doing simulcasting on Facebook Live, so she's going to do her intro on.
Hey everybody, this is Kim Coles, and I am simulcasting live in two places. Once with you here on FB Live. Hello, and also on Zoom with Streaming with Yaz. So I'm going to try to look at y'all every once in a while. You should see the rig I have going on here. There's like pillows and a heater because my toes are cold, and we're going to try to make this work. All right, Yaz, I'm with you. I wanted to do this interview at the same time. Hey, Trina Horton, I see you. Okay, so let's do this. I'm trying to line it up so it's not so
awkward.
I'm going to keep working. Okay.
We'll work with you. So, first I want to say thank you so much for granting this interview. I know it's been a long time. I think we spoke in November to get this thing set up. And I'm just like so excited and so honored that you agreed to be on this show with me. So.
How could I say no to you? Yes, me. All right. I'm really trying to make sure that I get the same eye line, but it ain't gonna happen. All right, keep going.
So let's start with the whole topic of discussion, which is we talked about the reinvention of yourself, right? And oftentimes we find that the things that we normally like, or we think that this is what we want to do, or we've been doing. As we grow, we end up reinventing ourselves. So why don't you share with us, walk us through that journey about your reinvention, how you are known for living single and, all that stuff. So share.
So for anybody who's joining who may not know who I am or whatever, I'm an actress, comedian, author, speaker, host, and I'm going to talk about that in just a second, having all those labels. They're just really aspects of me. And that's how I really look at in reinvention. Reinvention is growth. Reinvention is really, like I always think of that the lyric from LL Cool J is "Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years." When you are stepping into the best of who you are at any given time, there are times that people will call it a reinvention when it's just really you growing,
right,
or you stepping into the next aspect of your greatness.
Yes.
And so I'll take you back a little bit in the beginning. I grew up in Brooklyn. What up, Brooklyn? What's up, Brooklyn? Brooklyn in the house. I grew up watching a lot of television, not really knowing what that was, but knowing that that's what I wanted to do.
Right.
Okay. And so it's a long story, but I started modeling. And I love to talk about, like the terrible church basement fashion shows where everybody thinks they so fly. It's a church basement. Like, why are you acting like it's like you're walking on Madison Avenue or something?
Yes.
So I started modeling, and that led to being in a magazine, and that led to lots of little things, lots of little, lovely opportunities. It was when plus size modeling just really became a thing.
Right.
And long story short, I entered myself into a beauty pageant sponsored by this particular magazine.
Right.
And about 3 weeks before I was supposed to go to Atlantic City for the pageant, they called and said, "We've decided to add a talent competition."
Wow.
I was like, "Talent? I don't have any talent." And I was like, "Oh no, what it is I don't have any traditional beauty pageant talents."
Right.
And because I had been really funny in school, and goofy, and that's how I really had learned to find my voice, by making people laugh, by making people, doing imitations and things. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to do a comedy routine about beauty pageants. And that day I won. When I did it, that day I won first runner-up. And that was when I found myself. I found my passion. I found my joy, just on stage with people laughing and clapping. I was like, oh my God, this is it. And so you could kind of say it was the beginning of an invention,
right,
that would later be reinvented by other people's standards. But by my standards, I'm just stepping into more of who I really am. And so the first thing I would say to anyone, and we could talk more about what I've done and how I've done it.
Right.
Anyone, if you have an idea in your mind, if you have a passion in your heart, if you have a desire in your heart to do something new or to do it a different way or to do it your way.
Right.
Step forth and do it. Because if the desire is there, then the way will be made for you to do it.
Right.
And a lot of us, it's really just about, most people who I think reinvent themselves, I think just they gather some new skills and move it to a new neighborhood.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So this is sort of my overview.
Yeah, you know, and it's funny you said that because I think the real difference, I mean, I think that's something, like you said, everyone does it. And I think the real difference is between someone of your caliber and, you know, just someone who can, like, walk around without having to ask for autographs, you know, is that you're doing it in public, right? Like,
yeah.
So,
well, yeah, and the mistakes that you can make are seen by more people and,
right.
and whatnot. I guess you could look at it that way. You know, I think that, well, I'll let you ask your question. I'm sure you had a question.
Oh, no. It's no, well, so the question is that we're going to talk about, let's talk about your reinvention. Like, I know you talked about how, I mean, I didn't realize you did the church basement fashion shows.
You know, you do the church basement fashion shows, and then you do the nightclub fashion shows, and then you do the community center
right.
fashion shows. You know what I mean? And you think you're doing it. Yes, you're
Girl, let me tell you something. I did church basement fashion shows. So I was like, oh, I'm in it.
We all did, and it's a great place to sort of, it's a community is what it is.
Right, exactly. So let me ask you this question. When did you realize, okay, so you did the acting thing, Living Single was extremely popular. I mean, I can remember being in college and us running, you know, to each other's rooms just to watch the show. And so how have you, like, from now at this point, I know you're an entrepreneur, I know you wrote a book. If you guys have not read her book, oh my gosh, I think it, what is it, You're Free, but it'll cost you something.
My first book was called I'm Free, but It Will Cost You.
Yes. That book,
it'll cost you.
Yes.
And I'm going to tell you, that actually relates to my reinvention.
Does it? Okay, so tell us about
I'll tell you. So let me just take you through a little bit. So after I did the beauty pageant, I started doing stand-up comedy because I realized that I'm standing on stage. I'm going to put my heater back on.
That's right.
For those of you who live in LA, you know it could be a little chilly in the morning.
Yes.
By the way, I want credit for getting up at 6:15 and putting on some lashes.
You know,
I want credit for that. I'm Clinton, are you a little chilly on your toes? Okay.
I'm gonna do my tomboy whistle.
I love it. I can never do that. I love that. That's so New York. That's so New York of you. Okay.
Sorry.
So I started doing stand-up as a result of being in that beauty pageant, and stand-up was really exploding.
Right.
And started traveling and doing that thing. And then during that time, a little show called In Living Color called, and I auditioned for that show, and I made that. And then I left that show after a year. And then Living Single was created around me and Queen Latifah. I'm giving y'all the real short version of everything. But during that time, I began to, luckily for me, things happened really quickly. I'm just adjusting. Hey, thank you, Johnny Walker.
Thank you, Don.
Things happened really quickly for me. I had a career that's unlike most people in show business in that I didn't struggle in the beginning. The minute I said I wanted to do this, things started happening for me. I started having auditions. I started, performing locally in New York and then locally on TV shows. And then things just started expanding and expanding. I had a really lovely rise. And even if that had bumps in the way, like, comedians, especially female comedians, always talk about, club owners who didn't want to book female comics. And if somebody didn't want to book me, I just went someplace else. Like, it wasn't even a thing to me. It was like, oh, okay, bye. I'm going to go where the people want me. And by the way, that's a little lesson for you all today. By the way, I see Fabiola Giordani is with us live.
Hi, Fabby. I know. Wait, okay. Wait, let's say it together. Fabiola Giordani.
Awesome business coach, and you guys should be
following her. She is definitely.
She's just incredible and so supportive and wonderful. Okay, so thank you, Fabi. She texted me. That's how I was like, you can't be texting me while I'm live. Fabiola Giordani. Just like say her name. Okay, so thank you, Casti Wash. I see you. I think so too. Okay, so where was I?
Easy ride, little bumps. Bruises.
Easy ride, little bumps. I survived the
Yes.
bumps. Here's the thing: is that early on, I learned, and I had privy to people explaining to me what show business was going to be like,
Right.
and that I should be prepared to be prepared.
Gotcha.
And to make choices that feel right to me, and to don't go after just the money, really, foster your talent and, make, decisions based on your heart and blah, blah, blah.
Right.
And so learning that stuff really set me up for a win, so that there's lots of alleyways I didn't go down, literally and figuratively, because I had been supported in a beautiful way. And by knowledge, supported by knowledge.
Right.
And I say this to say that I figured out early on that I was not just an actress or a comedian.
Wow.
That I was an entrepreneur.
Right.
That business is me. And by the way, all of us here, this doesn't apply just to you if you are involved in show business.
Right.
Your number one business is you. I don't care what it is you do. I don't care what you sell. I don't care who you work for. I don't care what you want to start, what you want to do. Understand that the business of you is what you're bringing everywhere you go.
Right. Right. That makes sense.
When I figured that out early on, I was like, I am, and nobody was talking branding, or at least I wasn't talking branding.
Right.
I mean, we all talk branding, but back then nobody was talking branding. But I realized that I was branding myself as somebody who, was goofy and lovable, and
new word.
always kind to people I worked with, and always ever reaching and believing in the possibility and wanting to see others do well, and all of those things would carry me well. So by the time I made it to Living Single, I knew that Living Single was not going to last forever, even though it lasted 5 glorious years. I knew that it was not going to last forever. No TV show lasts forever.
Right.
All people having an awesome time. I knew that I need to put some things in place to prepare for the day that it wasn't going to be around.
Right.
So I kept dabbling in stand-up here and there, but more importantly, I wrote a book.
Yes.
And it was at a time when a lot of these publishers were giving book deals. I mean, you had to do your proposal. I mean, it was an old-fashioned book deal. I had to write a proposal. I had to go to different publishers. And it was an age when they were beginning to give people deals to write a book. And so I wrote, I'm free, but it will cost you. The Single Life According to Kim Cole.
That book was hilarious.
And sex and marriage and all that kind of great stuff. And
right.
I bought when it was all done, the publisher called me and said, "Would you like us to sell you the last run that we have?" And I was like, "Yeah." So I have a few copies that sometimes I give out as gifts or something or prizes. So anyway, so it's a fun book.
We may have to talk about that.
Yeah, maybe we should. Maybe we should. But I just realized, and that book. Now the thing about that book and that launch was I was actually launching a one-woman show at the same time. Again, knowing that people were seeing me as Sinclair for all these years,
right.
knowing that the show was going to probably last, and knowing that I need to carve myself out and show people that I have this much talent, and probably things I don't even know.
Right.
And so a one-woman show and a book tour at the same time, which was the craziest time of my life.
Insane.
But again, you would see it as a reinvention. I would see it as adding aspects to me and adding more aspects to my entrepreneurship and putting things in place that still reverberate today.
That's interesting. And you guys, make sure if you have any questions, definitely put in the comment box. I know someone said something about, did your mom live in Raleigh? I don't know if you necessarily answer that, but that was one of the questions. But you know what I really liked about what you were saying was that you were actually putting in levels, right? Levels to make sure that you were not pigeonholed into that. Okay, I'm Sinclair, and then I'm pretty sure people always come up to you and like, oh, whoa, but just kind of showing that there's something more to you. So, what I guess the recommendation, what would be the one lesson that you'd say that you learned in that journey, and that you could actually share with people who are watching here, so that they know, what, you have to make sure you're always putting in those levels so that you're, somebody.
I think for me it was I think that an aspect of my personality is I have the ability to look at things that are happening right here, and to, every once in a while I look around the horizon. Like I'm a worker. I get in the trenches and I work and I dig up the dirt and I look. And every once in a while I get up and look and see if I'm going the right way.
Right.
And so every once in a while I'll get up and look and see if you're going the right way. Like I'm kind of in the right direction. It's just doing self-check, and it's paying attention to how you're feeling about things. It's paying attention to the landscape of what's going on.
Right.
And if you pay attention, the signs are there.
Right.
You pay attention. If you tap in and pay attention to without, I do a combination of in and out.
Right.
You can see the signs that are there, and I don't know, maybe it's a combination of both. Maybe it's a combination of looking out there and then checking in and seeing if there's an alignment with you to move, to grow, to stay, to learn. And here's the other thing too. The truth is be a lifelong learner.
Right.
Being a lifelong learner will take you so far, because if you're constantly pulling in knowledge, pulling in wisdom, learning from others, soaking up what's going on around you, you will get an indication from the in and from above as to what to do next, what to try next, what not to try, and what to try and fail and try again.
Right. So, it's the other thing to that, because I know it's the looking up and making sure you're aware of your landscape. The other part is, how much of a role does putting yourself in the space with other people really help and influence in that, that whole growth? Because oftentimes we do well. Either we put ourselves in a really great group of people who are going to help us grow and flourish, or we're going to be in the opposite, or we're maybe in the middle. So what's your advice for that?
I think that we've heard this before. You are the average of the 5 people that you hang out with.
Right.
And if you want to, if you're busy hanging out with Pookie and them from the block are wonderful, and they represent a very important part of your life.
Right.
But if Pookie and them aren't growing, you just need to. You don't have to get rid of Pookie. You just move Pookie to the next level. I have a friend who says it like this. She likens her life to a bus. She's like, I am the bus driver of my bus. And there's sometimes, and I love that I'm talking about this in Black History Month, because we're going to be talking about Rosa Parks in a second. You move people to the back of the bus. You move it to the middle of the bus, and the people that you let on your bus, you let someone on your bus, and you decide what section they're going to sit on. Everybody's on the bus with you. Everybody is on the bus with you. They can get on and get off anytime they want. But there's just some people that you move to, not to the back of the bus. It's a terrible reference.
Well, you know what?
This is my friend's reference. So please, I would never put anybody on the back of the bus. But there's some people that I need to let off the bus.
Well, let's just say this. Let's hope.
Let's ride with you, just in different sections.
Right, it died. Right, exactly. Well, let's just hope that Pookie don't get on the bus and decide they want to sit in front of the bus and say, "I'm tired," and then start a boycott. So let's hope that.
They very well may do that. And sometimes you have friends in your life. Mm-hmm. Let's do this metaphor. There are times in your life when you're so tired that you need to pull the bus over and you let your friends drive for you. And if you have people in your life who will drive your bus for you while you rest for a moment, it's a beautiful thing. Yes. And then you've got to kick off the bus and you make them change the tire and you leave them where they are. I mean, just whatever it is. It's not about shutting people. And there's some people that do need to be shut out of your life. Right. If they are negative or if they are toxic, then they go. But I think it is about allowing more. Like I noticed that my realm of people that I'm hanging out with now, it's not that I've let people go, I've just let new people in. Right. And just expanding. You need a community of people that challenge you and help you to grow, and maybe even a community of people that you can help along too. Right. And it's funny because like I said, I mean, I would never in a million years have thought that I would be sitting here talking to you, and we've actually been talking quite some time, like a bit over the course of several months, and I just, I sometimes pinch myself, and I'm like, okay, I'm talking to Kim Coles, but then when we're on the phone, it's like I feel like I'm talking to like my
girlfriend, like, oh yeah, girl, it's, that type of thing. So I do appreciate it, and I do appreciate you sharing our wisdom. I want to find out if our viewers have any questions. You can also ask the people on
Any
Facebook.
questions, you guys? And I'm
Yes.
not ignoring you, Facebook Live, because I'm doing Periscope and Facebook at the time. Rather, if you're joining, if you don't know, somebody said change dance partners. I love you, Belinda. That's good.
Change.
Hey, just change dance partners, so everybody's in the dance hall
Yes.
with you.
Yes.
Just change dance partners.
Yes. We're going to change dance partners, guys.
If you don't want to drive your bus, then that's okay. Then it's your bus. You get to drive the bus, and they get you just hanging with you.
Well, someone said, how do you choose who to let off the bus and on the bus?
Listen, you're supposed to have a range of people around you, different kinds of people, different kinds of influences.
Right.
But if someone is toxic, you let them off the bus.
Right.
You could pick them up again. You just let them off at the station and say, you get yourself together, and maybe I'll come pick you up later on.
Right.
If somebody is treating you, my brain is not on yet.
That's fine.
My words are not coming. But if someone is not treating you like the king or queen that you are,
yes,
or the king or queen in training that you are,
right,
then they don't belong in your life. If someone is draining you and not depositing into you, and people deposit into you in different ways. I don't mean somebody actually giving you money or actually doing things for you, but there are people that you are around that are energy givers,
right,
and people that you are around that energy suckers.
Yes.
And the thing is that I think you need to balance that out.
Right.
Everyone in your life is going to give you energy. There's some people that, your life is designed that you're supposed to be giving them energy.
Right.
But if somebody is taking something from you and not depositing something back, then you don't belong. They don't belong in your life. And if you even have to ask that question, you know. If there's a question mark around someone, every time you see them, they go, man, here comes so-and-so. Big old question mark. I'm doing it backwards on Facebook and backwards on you. I'll do it forwards. It's a giant question mark surrounding someone when every time you hang out with them, then you need to change that to an exclamation point and just leave them at the bus station. Right. Give them some money to get something from the what do you call it,
the concession stand, the vending machine,
and maybe come pick them up later on.
Exactly. Okay. Well, this is something a little bit unrelated to what we're talking about, but someone says, I want to do stand up, but I'm shy. Any advice?
If you want to do stand-up but you're shy, and I'm sure there's lots of shy stand-ups, I would say go and take a stand-up class and see if you like it when you're in class. Now, I firmly believe that there are people who are natural comedians.
Right.
There are people who have the gift of being able to make people laugh and all of that. So if this person's shy, I would say get yourself into a class and see how you feel when you do it. See how you feel when you get on stage. See how you feel. And also begin to write your stories and begin to write experiences that have happened to you, because the best comics are the ones who tell, in my opinion, are the ones who tell from their own experience. In fact, most comics tell from their own experience. And if you're shy, maybe this will be the one place that you're not shy.
That is true.
The question I would have is that person shy, or are they just nervous?
She said, Felicity, I don't know, are you shy or are you just nervous? Well, the other thing is that's actually a great introduction to your class and course that you're offering, the mini course. My gifts, my stories. That would be a great way to start for you. So
that's great. So one of the other ways I have reinvented myself. Okay, so let me set the stage for this.
Okay, great. Wait, hold on. Ready?
Ready?
We're setting the stage.
I'm setting the stage. I'm wearing a t-shirt that says, teach everything you know. I know it's backwards on Facebook. Teach everything you know. And actually, this is from ConvertKit, which those of you might know, it's an email service, what they call a CRM. Customer. Wait a minute, what does CRM stand for? Customer retention marketing? No.
Customer relationship.
Tell me what CRM stands for.
But I don't know. Okay, well, you know what?
Okay,
we got a bunch of questions going on, so we're going to have to figure it out.
Okay, so teach everything you know. So that's the phase that I'm in right now. So I'm an actress.
Right.
I'm a comedian. I'm an author. A few years ago, I, by someone's standards, reinvented myself and started speaking.
Right.
But the truth is that it was not really something new. It was just a step over from what I was already doing. So long story short, I went through a really difficult time after Living Single ended. So remember I just told you I had this incredible rise. Things just kept happening. Amazing things kept happening. And then my career is such that my hiccup, my struggle, my difficult time didn't happen until I was already in the business. I was already quote unquote famous.
Right.
Like most people had that struggle in the beginning. I had that struggle in the middle.
Right.
And the struggle for me was really being very depressed after Living Single was over. So depressed that everybody has their thing that they do. Some people drink, some people smoke, some people do drugs. I shopped. And those of you who know me, you've heard me tell the story before. I shopped, and I actually shopped my way through all of my money.
Wow.
And I realize now, because I've been to therapy, that part of that was not feeling enough.
Right.
So even though I was on TV and I would go places and paparazzi would take my picture and blah, blah, blah. The truth is that I had a sense of self-worth that was not as rich as it could have been. It was not as developed as it could have been, self-love and self-worth. And so I started buying things. And plus I was depressed because I wasn't working and I wasn't near my family, you know, and all of that. And so it's a long story short, but I did go through this terrible depression. And one of my ways out of it, besides therapy, was to start telling my story. I was sick of pretending that everything was all right. And I remember thinking to myself, my gifts are love and laughter. I don't have to be on a TV show. Who says I have to be on a TV show to spread love and laughter?
Right.
And I'm going through this pain. Maybe other people are too.
Right.
So if I just share my story and how I'm beginning to come through this depression, how I'm beginning to come through this place of wanting to kill myself because I just had no purpose. I had no way. I was like, I don't know what to do next. I'm not doing what I came here to do. I'm losing all my money. The bill collectors are calling my house. I'm about to lose everything.
Right.
I just didn't know what to do. And I just thought, well, maybe somebody else is going through this. Maybe if I share my story. And that began a brand new reinvention as a speaker.
Wow.
And sometimes I'm going to tell the truth, and I'm going to tell this to anybody who's going through anything, and anybody who wants to start sharing their testimony. Do not think you have to already be sitting on the mountaintop as a guru.
Right.
Do not think you have to have it all figured out to be able to help others. And by me deciding to serve others by just saying, here's what I've been through, here are my stories, and I told my stories in a humorous way.
Right.
Listen, there's nothing like being on a red carpet, at a red carpet event, and having the paparazzi call your name, and you're taking your pictures, and you got $27 to your name. There's nothing like it, but I have a story to tell now.
Right.
And so I began sharing my stories, and I began serving others by sharing those stories. And I knew that I was serving people because I would hug people at the end, or somebody would come up and hug me, and they would whisper in my ear, your story is my story.
Wow.
When I did my second one-woman show, I've had people, like famous people, hug me and go, oh my God, you're so brave. That's happened to me too, but they're not ready to tell their story yet. And that's okay. You don't have to be ready to tell your story, but you have to be ready to acknowledge it.
Right.
And in acknowledging it, it just opened up a whole other world for me. And I started making money as a speaker and making money telling my stories and making money, the money I was broke, and now suddenly I was not broke anymore just because I was sharing. So I say all this to say that the next reinvention I came up with was, okay, so I'm sharing my stories, I'm speaking these stories. What if I help other people share their stories?
Right.
I had such an awesome experience in sharing my stories because here's the thing about stories, and here's the thing about human beings.
Right. We
see ourselves in each other.
Right.
And we see ourselves in each other's stories.
Right.
And your story is not the same as mine, but you and you and I are not the same person, and yet you and I have talked, and I've told you some things that have been going on in my life. You're like, I've been through that too. I'm like, see, we are the same person.
Yeah, I know.
Right? And I truly believe that stories are used to engage and teach and help and warn and lift, and it's who we are as humans. It's how we passed on history.
Right.
It's how we passed on our family history.
Right.
It's how we taught our little ones. It's how we engage our older ones. You know, we laughed earlier about I love saying Fabiola Giordani's name.
Right.
Well, understand that there's a lot of women my age, by the way, 55.
Worth it.
A lot of women, a lot of baby boomers who won't even talk to millennials.
Yes.
Well, Fabiola Giordani and a lot of the girls that you know she knows that I'm fans of too, including you, these millennials, why wouldn't I, as a boomer, learn from a millennial? You've got stories to tell and stories to teach me.
Right.
I've got stories to tell and stories to teach you. And so I really believe that when we share our stories, we help others, and in the end, we help ourselves, because
Yes.
it's healing to share your story.
Yeah, it's like the beauty.
Because it's about having someone bear witness. This thing happened to me, good, bad, ugly, or in between.
Right.
Stories. By the way, I really believe in people having their signature stories. That pageant story is a signature story of mine, because it's the day I found out who I was. I have stories that are awful, you know, that are embarrassing, that are sad, that are tragic. I have stories that are wonderful and amazing and are like, oh my goodness, and this happened to me, and what do I do from it? And so I've started teaching how to pull your stories out and helping people to find places to tell their stories. Even if you're building a brand, so
Right.
to speak, if you have a business, if you are in listen, here's the news. If you are in a multi-level marketing, there's a lot of people here
Right.
who are in some sort of network,
Right.
marketing company. I don't care if it's Mary Kay. I don't care if it's Surge 365. Shout out to Surge 365. Ooh, that's the one I'm involved with. I don't care what it is. If it's unique, I also am sort of involved in unique as well. Whatever it is, the Lash people.
Right.
Whatever it is, you don't just sell your product.
Right.
You share your story, and then people are emboldened, or people are engendered to want to support you because their story is the same, or they are inspired by your story.
Right.
I'm going to be
Wow.
quiet and take a sip of tea.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I mean, that was a beautiful I think that might have been the best product introduction I've ever had in my whole life.
It was the best. What now?
But
I missed
the
it.
best introduction to what we were talking about. Your offering, my story, my gift, and I hope I'm saying it
If
right.
you all are interested, I actually have a course right now. I'm teaching everything I know.
Don't you? Okay, so wait.
And
So now,
of course, I'll let you go ahead and set it up.
well, I was gonna say, imagine. Okay, see, you guys, you see how much you got, like in what, like 30 minutes. So imagine if you're in a course with Miss Kim Cole. It's going to be on steroids. Yes, you do need it. So why don't you do me a favor? Share your link. Share. She's already given you an amazing introduction to how to share your story. Okay.
Yeah.
And you go right ahead. You take the stage.
Okay. So the course is called My Story is My Gift. My story is my gift, and I hope I don't start to cry.
Don't worry, I'll cry with you because you
I
had
have
to
a
cry
whole thing
earlier.
around the word gifts, and we can come back to that, and I can explain why it's so important to me and to us. I do believe that each and every one of us has incredible gifts inside of us, and it's up to you to bring that out. You're supposed to open your gifts and share them with the world, because then the world shares its gifts back with you, right? And that was what I discovered when I was depressed, and when I discovered that I just needed to start sharing my stories.
Right.
And my story is my gift, because it was the thing that brought me back. It was the thing that made me came back to the world. Like I said, I was really considering leaving this world, and I realized my story is my gift.
Right.
And so I named it that. So I have a course called My Story is My Gift. The best part about this course, so it's a multi-leveled course in that there's digital content that's waiting there for you, these wonderful pre-recorded videos that I've done that actually was part of a challenge that I did called the Signature Story Challenge.
Wow.
I did it live on Facebook, and then I took all the content down when the challenge was over, and I'm repurposing it because all the lessons are there.
Right.
But I added to it a one-on-one with me. And so there's a magic that happens when my brain and my heart is on your story. Hey, Amber Aziza, you're one of the millennials I was talking about just a moment ago. Yes. Amber Aziza, your story is your gift. I've heard your story, and you have an incredible story, and it's who you are, and it's how you inspire. And each and every one of us has that. Right. So my story is my gift.com. It's one part online content that's all there for you in a downloadable workbook, and you fill out the book. And I have a patented system. It's not patented. I ain't patented it yet.
It just sounds good saying it, right?
My patented system. It's my signature system for crafting your story. Right. Actually, more than crafting. It's for finding and mining your story, yes, and polishing the jewels that are there, wow, and then helping you to craft your story so that you can then share it. And when you share your story, if you're building a brand, perfect. People need to know your story. If you are starting a new business, perfect. People need to know your story and need to know your why. If you're building your business, people need to know your story. Right. If you're helping others, maybe you're building, a community of some kind. People need to know your story, need to connect with your story, and need to see themselves in you. And I've always been obsessed. My favorite comedians are storytellers. Yes. As a comedian, I'm just a storyteller. I really actually don't even tell jokes. I tell stories. I tell funny stories of, funny true stories in my particular case. So I would love to have anyone come and join me. And like I said, the best part of it is that you get a 1 hour one-on-one with me. Don't tell Amber. Amber would say, Kim, you're giving away all of your time. Amber is the queen of no, Kim, you need to automate. I know, Amber, I know. But I love the one-on-one. And yes, right now my schedule, I presented this last week at my Happy Black Woman, right, Rosetta Thurman's group, and I have several ladies, and I'm going to take a nap after we're done, and then I've got several one-on-ones this afternoon, which make me so happy, because here's the thing, I get to hear your story, get to help you find and mine it, like I said, and then because I've been an entrepreneur for a really long time, right, I have ideas of what you can do with it, and people who have worked with me in the past have decided to write books that they hadn't thought about before, wow, or decided to write courses of their own. Yes, Mary Jones Ellis, I can absolutely help you. Go to mystoryismygift.com. Page is up right now. It's my secret sauce. Your story is your secret sauce. I should buy that domain too. So the one-on-ones with me help you really pull it out, and then I give you ideas on what to do with it. And then I have other resources, and each person I talk to is a unique individual. We all have a story, but you have a unique way of how getting it out to the world would serve you and serve the world even better. So that's why I'm teaching everything I know.
Well, I will have to say, I haven't gone through the program yet, but I will say that we've had several calls, and yes, it has been absolutely amazing. So now imagine if you're having a more formulated structure with support. And after all, just excuse me for 1 second, Ms. Kim Coles. Guys, do you know who this is? Do you know who
Leandra says this is what she's been looking for. Leandra Valdez, my story is my gift.
Exactly.
There's 5 or 6 modules, and like I said, the one-on-one with me is the jam. And we do it in Zoom like this. Like those of you on Facebook, you can't see, but I'm also here on Zoom. So I do the one-on-one is actually live like this on a video. I record it and then I send it to you so that you can keep it for forever and forever and forever.
This is beautiful. This is beautiful. Okay, so
it's about clarifying your life. It's actually, to be honest with you, I'm not, look at me, I'm looking around as if anybody's listening. I'm not really a life coach, but I play one on TV. No, I'm not really a life coach, but part of this really ends up being life coachy.
Right.
I give you permission. It's all about having permission to step into the best you possible. And what a world we would have if everyone stepped up and lived their life from the perspective of living their best life. There's just being the
Wow.
best that they possibly can.
Wow, wow, wow. How many people want to step in and
Say
live
again?
into their best? I'm asking the Periscope viewers because I mean I think that was a beautiful nugget. That was a beautiful nugget. So this is what happens. You know, I'm finding that every time I talk to you and we say like 10 minutes, it ends up going over. If I say 30, it ends up going over. We're like at 10:57 right now.
No, was this supposed to be an hour? How long were we supposed to talk?
This was supposed to be about 20 to 30 minutes.
I thought it was supposed to be an hour. I'm sorry.
I don't know. Are you guys upset that this discussion lasted a lot longer than it should have? I don't think they care. I don't think they care. I think this is
good.
I think this is great. So, okay, you know what? So let me ask you. Guys, if you have any questions, let's put the questions out here now. Okay. I know we're going to kind of go back and forth. Someone said we still have 89 minutes. The nerve. The nerve.
Didn't I tell you I have a nap to take?
Well, I had a couple of questions early in the discussion. So someone wanted to know, two people, and this is before we even started the story count. They said need more time, another scope. Okay, we're gonna have to arrange that.
I'll be back.
I'll
be back.
Someone wanted to know before we even started talking about your storytelling and how awesome it's going to be when they join your program. But they wanted to know if there were any movies or TV shows in the work. And then someone also wanted to know that there's this thing going on media where Queen Latifah said that Living Single is coming back. I wasn't going to ask you that, but they asked you that. So if you want to bypass that question, that's perfectly fine.
No, I'm fine with it. So let me start with Queen Latifah went on the Andy Bravo show. What is it?
Watch What Happens Now. Yes.
And announced that Living Single reunion was in the works.
Right.
And I'm like, but she hasn't. I have not received the phone call. She has my number. And just to double check, because I was like, well, maybe they're leaving me out. I called two of my castmates, and neither of them had received a phone call. I will not say which names.
Right, that's fine.
Neither of them had received a phone call. So either something is really way, way, way behind the scenes, something's happening, or perhaps she's thinking of doing it with a different cast, or maybe an animation project. I don't know. All I can say is I have not been contacted or contracted yet.
Right.
But I would absolutely be open to that experience. And so maybe it's so far behind the scenes that we don't know. And I didn't know. I mean, I didn't know. I guess she's acquired the rights to the show because she didn't create the show. Yvette Lee Bowser created it. Living Single was created around Kim Coles and Queen Latifah.
Right.
I thought that the rights belonged to either Warner Brothers or the person who was, the creator.
Right.
So that's all I'll say. That, to my knowledge, nobody has given me a call sheet to show up on the set anytime soon. But if they do, I would.
Well, this is let me give you
It was a premature conversation. I know. Here's the thing. I know her tells. I know her, and I watched it twice, and I was like, I knew that she was maybe letting the cat out of the bag early. I was like, there's a moment where there's a thing that she does, and I know her face, and she was like, oh, what did I just do? And what about the original? You invite the whole original cast, and she was like, yeah, that would be the goal. That's the goal. You ain't called us yet, girl. So the answer is, I would absolutely be open to that, and I'm sure the rest of us would be too. So,
cool. Well, people are saying we need Sinclair back. People said, no, we want the original cast, 100%. People are saying maybe she's speaking it into existence. We need y'all back ASAP, which I agree. I was going to just have people say, let me see, the comments and emojis, but I mean, I think they said it all. So Sinclair is coming back. I think I can speak for, all the Living Single fans when we say that we would love it. Absolutely love it if you guys came back. And I told you, I'm going to tell you guys a story, okay? Because I told Kim the story when we first talked. And I said, okay, so I'm going to tell the story. I get on the phone with Kim, and I'm like, okay, my husband before this had coached me, and he's like, okay, you can't be a fangirl, you can't be crazy, just talk real calm to her and everything, right? So I'm on the phone when Miss Kim calls, and I'm like, this is great. So we got into the part of the conversation when I just said, you know what, I can't hold it anymore. I'm a huge fan. I love you. And I was like, okay, now that I have it out, I'm okay. But then I told her the story of how my husband proposed to me. Okay, and he actually my husband and I have been dating for almost 20 years. Been together 10 years, right? We got engaged once. We broke off the engagement, but the second time we got engaged, the way that he proposed to me was by giving me a DVD series of Living Single. Because he knew that I loved the show so much,
Yes.
right? So he gave me the ring and gave me the DVD.
I was gonna say, did he give you a ring too?
He did. He gave me both.
Hilarious.
He gave me both, but guess what? I was more excited about the DVD than I was about the ring. I mean, the ring was beautiful. The ring was beautiful. I'm not gonna lie, the ring was beautiful. But I was like, ah, you got me the DVD. Oh my goodness. So that's my story. You guys have it.
I love it. You know, it was funny that people keep asking for the other seasons of Living Single on DVD, and I guess that's up to Warner Brothers to do. I don't know why they haven't released it yet. So I love that your husband, he's a good man. Stay with him forever.
Yes, I think so.
People on Facebook say they'd like to see a reunion too. Yeah, maybe it'll happen one day. I hope it does. Especially since we all still look really good.
Oh, yeah, no, you look fabulous, and I'm telling you, I probably, you know what? I tell you what, if you guys do decide to do a Living Single reunion, we're going to do a Streaming with Yaz Living Single show. Like, we're going to do it on location. We're going to just come. Done?
Done.
You hear that, guys? This is going to
be happened
great.
Here.
This is going to be great. This is going to be great. Okay, so I'm not going to keep...
Facebook just said you read that Queen is working on a reunion, and maybe you joined us late. So, yes, you read that Queen Latifah said that she's working on a reunion. However, she has not contacted any of us regarding that. And so I think something is happening behind the scenes. So she made an announcement, but like I said, I know her, and she realized she was saying something. Like I said, maybe they're planning on doing it with a different cast, and I'm blissfully unaware.
That would be a revolt.
Unaware. But that was a statement that she made on a TV show. But to be honest with you, none of us have been contacted nor contracted yet.
Right.
So listen, if that had happened, y'all know I would have told y'all for sure. I would screaming from the mountaintops. So yes.
Yes. Oh, someone said, Kim, you have to come back on at Yasmin. Great chemistry. Someone else said, we rebuke the new cast mess. Okay, so
maybe she decides to do like a younger, I just saw an article that someone said, if they do the younger version, who would play the? I'm like, I don't know.
That's sacrilegious.
Dawn Price says no. A different cast is totally unacceptable.
Yeah, exactly. Someone's singing. We are living.
Oh God, that's singing the
song. Single. I'm sorry. You know what? The funny thing is, I actually have my little one sings the song.
I love it.
I make them sit down. I mean, there's certain episodes that they can't really watch, but I'm like, you guys got to watch the show. So they sit. I have my 4-year-old and my 9-year-old, and they sing the song. My 9-year-old actually started singing when he was 4. The song.
Oh no! Can I tell you a story about the theme song?
Yes.
So my husband and I went to the Dominican Republic at the top of the year, and on our way back, we had to connect. I forget what city we connected through. For some reason, I got flagged by TCA, the TSA, and they pulled me over. Never mind that I have TSA pre-check. And the guy pulled me over like, "Hey Sinclair," I'm like, "Hi, how are you?" And we were going to be late for our connecting flight to back to LA. And so he was like, "We're going to have to check your bags." I'm like, "Whatever, go ahead." And and then they said we're going to have to do a pat down. And during the pat down, they have female TSA officers pat down women and male TSA. So it was a woman.
Right.
And she put on her gloves, and he begins to sing the theme song. We in the middle of the airport. We are living. I said, let me say something, brother. Let me say something to you right now. I really appreciate that you love the show, but while being patted down by a TSA agent, that is like the most inappropriate time for you to be singing the Living Single theme song. I appreciate you and everything, but I'm not trying to go on no attention to. This woman is touching me in ways that I don't want to be touched. I don't have no contraband. I never have. Y'all flagged me for some reason. You just wanted to pull me to the side. Do me a favor, brother. If you don't mind, could we not sing the theme song right quick?
Oh my goodness, yeah.
Keep my mouth real tight like that, like.
You definitely, Lord forgives me, like end up having you like on World Star or TMZ or something like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
attract attention. And my husband was like looking the other way, like, if I can't, and I didn't want to get him riled up. Like, come on, we just had our nice vacation,
Right.
and we were gonna miss our flight. So
right.
like, she can't pat down to the theme song of Living Single. Stop, if you don't mind, sir. And so I hope his feelings weren't hurt. But I was like, brother, you can't, brother, I can't do that.
I mean, that should, if anything, that should have helped you. I mean, like, shoot, you didn't need a pat down. Be like, look, how about you give me the drive? How about you get me the concierge, the airport concierge, put me and my husband on the bus.
Listen, here's the
on
thing.
the bus.
I know they're doing their job, and I didn't mind. You know,
Right.
I'm like, okay, you're doing your job.
But
your
don't
job.
sing.
But don't sing the theme song. And he was like, do you want us to take you to a private area? I was like, no, you do it right here. I want everybody to see you humiliating me and singing the theme song at the same time.
I'm an icon here. Come on now. Anyway, okay. Well, thank you so much, Kim. I don't want to keep you. I know everyone wants to keep you on, but look, guys, we're gonna schedule some other time. As I said, bring you back. You have so much to share.
Let's do.
Okay.
So just very quickly, let me
Go ahead, please.
refresh.
Your last parting words.
You'd like to know about my story course. It is called MyStoryIsMyGift.com. Go to MyStoryIsMyGift.com.
Yes.
And also, the thing that I haven't told everybody about is my Victorious Voyage cruise happening in November. And I have the link somewhere. I'll come back live on Facebook and talk to y'all about it. And I'll come back and talk to you live about it sometime, because it's not until November we have time.
Well, we're going to work on that, because we have a special surprise about that as well.
Yes, you do.
Yes.
Oh, that's right. Maybe I shouldn't have said anything.
No, it's okay. It's okay, because you know what's going to happen? You just mentioned it. Now people are going to want to know, what are they talking about?
Yes.
So we're going to be announcing this really soon. Actually, I'm probably going to be announcing
Come back and talk about it.
Yes.
That's called a tease in show business, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, exactly. So thank you so much. If you don't mind holding on for 1 sec, I'm going to sign off with Periscope, and you can sign off with Facebook. Let me, guys.
All right. So everybody on Facebook, thank you, Sunshine King. Thank you, G. Keith. Oh, G. Keith Alexander, legend.
Guys, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Streaming with Yaz. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this, go to paypal.me/Yasmin. Support the cause. You know, it helps me to bring amazing gifts here. I love the fact that you guys are on here. I'm going to be sharing a couple of announcements later on, but not today, not on this scope. But I appreciate you guys too. This was awesome. I mean, I say this all the time, you know, and I do this because of you guys. I bring these guests here because of you guys. So I am so happy that you come up at 10 o'clock in the morning and hang out with me and laugh with me. And I may miss your questions, and I try to make sure that I'm attentive to you, but I really do this for you. So thank you guys so much, okay? Don't forget to donate. Don't forget, for those who are actually live streamers, and if you're interested, and I'm going to just mention this, if you guys are interested in, thank you so much. If you guys are interested in learning how to monetize your scopes, go to, I forgot the thing. You know what? I'm going to come back on later on and I'll show it with you guys. But you can go, I think it's like bit.ly stream elite or stream labs. I don't know if Jewel or Sharana actually remembers the link, I would appreciate it. But anyway, you guys, I will see you next week, next Saturday. We're going to be talking about passive income, talking about making money on eBay and Amazon and all that stuff. Thank you guys so much. Okay, and I will talk to you guys later. Peace.
We live our lives, we miss the times when it was safe outside and no one had to die. Where is the world we could believe in? Do we even care? Do we want to see it? Let's go back, let's get back to love. Let's take the future by the hand, take it back where every man could dream together. Let's go back, let's get back to love. Let's take the future many wasted tears. It could be different. There is a way, but we know the answers in the words we pray. So let's go back. Let's get back to love. Let's take the future by the hand. Take it back wherever we make a dream together. Let's go back. Let's get back to love. Let's take the future by the hand. Take it back wherever we make a live together. Let's go back to a place that we all could believe in. A life where love and peace could rule the world. Can we open our hearts for the children? I know that there is hope. Let's go back. Let's get back to love. Let's get back to love. Take the future by the hand. Take it back wherever we make the dream together. Let's go back. Let's get back to love. Let's take the future by the hand. Take it back wherever we make a live together. Let's go back. Let's get back to live we can. Take the future by the hand. Take it back wherever we make a dream together. Let's get back to love. Let's take the future by the hand. Take it back wherever we make a live together. Let's go We live our lives, we miss the times when it was safe outside and no one had to die. Where is the world we could believe in? Do we even care? Do we want to see it? Let's go back, let's get back to love. Let's take the future by the hand. Take it back wherever we make a dream together. Let's go back. Let's get back to love. Let's take the future by the hand. Take it back wherever we make a live together. Let's go back. We lost our dreams because we chase our